So this week on my YouTube channel, we're going to talk about condiments. These are all of my favorite Asian condiments, and I use at least one of these every time I cook Asian food. They are really simple to use and they elevate the meal quite nicely, I think. So we're going to go through this one by one, and I'll tell you a little bit about each one and how I use it. Yes, I am wearing the same sweater as last week. The thing about me is that if I love a clothing item, I'm going to wear it a lot. And I love this one. This is a TNA cropped boyfriend sweater, and it is so cozy and so comfortable. I wear it too much. But, okay, let's get started with condiments. I want to start with something that I think might not be too familiar to most people. Shredded pork. So what this is basically cooked pork and shredded and dried into little pieces. Now this video isn't necessarily about health, it's about what tastes good. So this one, the ingredients are pork, sugar, lard, soy sauce, salt, and MSG. If you ask me, none of those ingredients are necessarily bad, it's just dependent on the quantity that you eat it. There's probably some nostalgia in here, because I used to eat this all the time when I was younger. So eating this brings back a lot of memories, and I just think it's so good. Well, I used to just have a bowl of rice and put this on top and eat it like that. You could add it on top of like noodle soups or other rice dishes, and it would add some flavor there. So what does it taste like? I don't know how to describe it. It's got a very savory taste, lots of soy sauce and salt. And then the pork gives it that like body. I'm not a food critic, but it's like salty, it's savory, it's delicious. I like this one. Next up, Gochujang. I love this paste. This is an older one. I didn't buy new stuff for this video, whatever. And can you see that? It's a red chili pepper paste, what it looks like. Gochujang, I love this stuff and I use it pretty often. When I'm making noodle soup, I'll put it in the broth if I want it to be a little bit spicy and have more umami flavor. And I also use it in stir fries instead of like soy sauce. Actually, I probably use it with soy sauce. Yeah, I'll just saute some vegetables, rice if I feel like it, add some of this and then protein and just stir fry it all together. I'm very, very simple when I cook for myself. I love to make big elaborate meals when I'm cooking for a lot of people, but when I cook for myself, usually it's just vegetables and protein, meat, and an easy sauce that will make everything taste delicious. And usually the sauces are a combination of some of the other condiments that I show you, but sometimes it's just like as simple as just putting some of this. And if I want it to be extra spicy, I'll just keep adding this. So yeah. Item number 2. Next up is my favorite brand of soy sauce, Maggie. I used to fry eggs up for breakfast every day and just put a sprinkle or two of Maggie on top of it. I don't know what it is about Maggie, but it's just so much better than all the other soy sauces. It's probably due to like this weird ingredient list. So water, salt, monosodium glutamate, wheat gluten, sugars, all normal. And then we got disodium inosinate, cellulose gel, acetic acid, lactic acid, protease, potassium chloride, and artificial flavor. No idea what any of that stuff is, but this is delicious. And I use it all of the time. Next condiment that I use all the time in a staple in Vietnamese food, fish sauce. I'm not sure about brands, which one is the best, but I always just look at ingredients. With the exception for Maggie, I just look for the brands that have the most ingredients that make sense to me. So this one, the ingredients are anchovy extract, salt, and sugar. Perfect. I probably put this in 75% of or more of the foods that I cook, whether it be Asian or not. And it just makes everything better. There's really nothing else to say about this. I use it in everything, more than I use Maggie. Next up, oyster sauce. Oyster sauce is something that I use to kind of saute with. I use it for noodles. You know what? Actually, I don't use it that much. It's not on the same level as any of these other things. I used to eat stir-fried noodles every day, or a lot at least, and I would put oyster sauce, hoisin sauce, and fish sauce together as my sauce base. So that's why I picked this up, because I don't have it in my pantry right now and I needed more. And same thing with brand. I don't know which brands are the best, but I did just read the ingredients and this one made the most sense to me. It's oyster extract, water, sugar, salt, modified cornstarch, wheat flour, and caramel. These two are awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Fried onion and fried garlic. I would put this on every single meal if I could, but they're both fried and they're not good for you in excessive quantity, so I don't do that. Anything you make, just sprinkle on a little bit of this one's fried onions, and this one, it's in a plastic bag though, but you can kind of see it, fried garlic. You know when you go to like the Keg and they have the shaved fried onions and it's so delicious? Well, that's this, and you can have it in your pantry all the time and put it on everything that you eat. This next item is a bag of MSG. And I know there are some claims that MSG is not good for you or it's unhealthy, but it literally makes everything taste better. It's in all of your processed foods that are so addictive and so delicious and that you just can't, oh, my hair's falling out. And that you just can't stop eating. I'm pretty sure it's in Doritos, last time I read. It doesn't need an explanation, it just is, and it's amazing. This is the brand I got, Ajinomoto, it's Japanese. Is it? There's a photo of Vietnam on the back. It's a product of Vietnam. Okay, the company is Japanese, but it was made in Vietnam. So, you know, Japanese people put MSG on their tabletop. I'm not really one to restrict food items. I used to have an eating disorder. We've been through that. We don't restrict anymore. I eat whatever I want to eat. It's just the quantities that we want to watch out for. Doop. We've got Sambal Oelek. And I thought this was called Sambal Oelek too, but apparently this is called chili garlic sauce. This is another one of my favorite items. They're a little bit sour, like vinegary, and spicy. And I love that flavor profile. So this one's called ground fresh chili paste, and this one's called chili garlic sauce. And I never realized that they were different. So we're gonna try it and see if it tastes different. The garlic one first. I don't know if I get a lot of garlic flavor from that one. Okay, that one's better. Yeah, that one has more flavor, more like depth to it. Obviously, I use both interchangeably. It's a very slight difference. Anyways, the ingredients: chili, salt, garlic, acetic acid, potassium sorbate, sodium bisulfite, and xanthan gum. And this one's the same, but no garlic. So they taste very similar. I would just like throw this on a bowl of rice with that shredded pork stuff, and that would be a meal. All of these items you can put on anything, and it will probably make your meal taste better. But this last one in front of me, sesame oil, has a very strong flavor profile, so when you do use it, you only want to use a little bit. And I'm sure most people are familiar with what sesame oil tastes like. It's like sweet and toasty. And yeah, when I do use it, I just like, bloop, that's it. Again, on anything, stir-fried rice, stir-fried vegetables, stir-fried noodles, noodle soup. All of these condiments are very, very versatile. And I'm not kidding you when I tell you that I use them all of the time. All of the time. So if I were to recommend you to go to the grocery store and to pick up one item, Maggie. Maggie is my first choice because Maggie is so good, so delicious. Maggie number one. But if you already have Maggie, fish sauce. Okay, because almost everything that I cook has these two in it. I don't want to spill fish sauce on my table. If you're familiar with fish sauce, this stuff stinks. I will literally just like, the cap is open though, but and then this is most of what I eat, this. And if I want it to be spicy, bloop. These four, I eat this combination multiple times a week. So these are all of my favorite condiments. I hope that you enjoyed the video. I do have one more condiment that I absolutely adore that's homemade, and I will record a video and I'll let you know next time. Maybe you can guess in the comments what it is. And if you're right, I don't know. There's no prize. You're just right. Okay? Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you subscribe wherever the button is, okay? Thanks. Bye, I'll see you next week. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Okay. Hi. Okay. Oh, I forgot the fish sauce.